get back to this game. Okay. Okay guys, here we go. Welcome to the start of a new game. So this is a standard, just a Huns Arabia from what I can see. So to the left side of the map, sorry, right side of the map, we have blue here, or CS Hancock Hung. I'll just call him Han for this video. But so he's playing up on the right as the Huns. Yeah, in the blue. And on the left side we have Cam Truthoy, or who I'll just call Cam. He's playing obviously as the Huns. It is a Hun war, and he will be playing on the left in the red. Now I don't know if you can actually see this. I'm worried you can't. This should work. Give me one sec, guys. I'm guessing this works. I'm guessing it does. Give me one sec. I need to get onto here. But anyway, I'll continue streaming this while it's waiting. So let's have a quick look at these guys' maps. So gold, miles away from anything, basically on the front. It is, yeah, I'd call that the front. Stone, same problem, even further away from the TC, and even further out on the front. That is a horrible placement, and so open as well. There's no wood on the front side of his map for miles. In fact, there's no wood anywhere. The closest one is over a screen away. This is a really terrible map for blue here. Now, looking at his, well, there's a wolf, blah, blah. His berries aren't bad, they're really nice and close, and he's luring his deer, and they were quite far away, but otherwise they weren't too bad. This big hill right on the front, there's a gold up here, could be really useful for a TC just here, or a castle somewhere to protect this gold, and the stone up here, but otherwise, yeah, his map is looking pretty terrible, if I'm honest. And another lumber camp already coming up there, clicking up to the feudal age, 8 minutes. Really pretty fast, have to give it to them, doing well. Now, looking at the other side, so red, well, he has a back gold on a bit of a hill, but it's back. Also quite a nice backwood, and these woods are just perfect. Just lean right over the front of that side of the base, and I mean, there's no good wall here, but he can sort of wall into his TC around here and protects this whole back area, including his gold and his berries, and his wood here, this little wood back here. So that's a really nice little area. Of course, walling here first, because this is the more important wood line. Even though, you know, Oasis in the middle of the wood line, it's not exactly perfect, but I mean, it'll definitely do. I certainly wouldn't be unhappy with with a little wood line like that, compared to what this guy has, which is over a screen away from his TC. And yeah, he's to feudal about 24 seconds faster, it looks like. Now this gold is pretty front, on a hill though, so TC could come up here. It looks like there's space there, and that will protect that gold. And even if there's a castle that comes up just in this area, I mean, protects 2 gold straight away, so it could be really helpful. That'll definitely be something he'll be looking for in the later game, I believe. And yeah, as you can see, as typical, walling just where I said, straight into the TC, walling off. Hardly any chance if he's watching for any scouts to get in here, which is what I'm guessing. Yeah, he's going for scouts, obviously. It is a Hun war. So that is expected. Any gold being collected for either of them? No, it looks like they're going for basically the same strategy. So the major difference is actually that red still has sheep. He still has 1 sheep under his TC, and I mean, blue's been out of sheep for quite a while now. And that means that I believe red will get off to a much better start than him. Especially, you know, already having a full wall. I mean, you just can't get into the back of the space. It's walled up and range of TC here, and same over here as well. So It's a really, actually a really nice map for red. You have to feel for poor old Hancock here, who's got a pretty open map, and I think this will call for some very aggressive, hopefully, play, because this will be really good to watch if it is really aggressive. So now, yep. So here comes Red's scout rush. Is he continuing scout production here? He's still going scouts. So he's already got 6 out, 7th on its way, and it looks like he'll be going for more than just the typical 4 scouts. Luckily for Hancock, he has 3 or 4 spears already out. There's one in this wood line. There's one just up here. But if Red micros well, he would be able to pick off that scout without hopefully losing any scouts in the process, although there are some who are slightly damaged. But I believe Red should win this fight if he engages. There are no upgrades on either of them, I don't think, no. But Hancock, almost as expected, going the typical meta and going straight into double archery range archer production, trying to get to the castle age faster than Camtrue here. So this could be interesting to see which strategy pays out more. If you can actually get, well, there are 2 parts to this. Well, first of all, since Camtrue is going for more scouts, it'll mean he'll have more farms up, so it could actually end up meaning he gets up faster if he stops scout production right now. Could mean he gets up a lot faster, because if you look at the difference in farms, he here has 2 mills completely surrounded and his TC, so that is a lot of farms there compared to just the one TC and a half-ish for Hancock. Yeah, so not really a favorable engagement there by the looks of things for blue, losing 2 scout. Losing 3 scouts by the looks of things to red's only 2. So that was a really nice little attack from Camtrue. Look at the population, so very close still, 46 for Hancock to 47 Camtrue. I'd say that will change around just because of the archers Hancock is creating, so should mean he'll start to get more military out than Camtrue, but right now it's all even. Hancock now just pulling ahead by 1. The villagers are basically the same as well. It looks like no villager pickoffs, or if there was, it's just even the score, even the playing field again. Very close at the moment, although Camtrue actually seems to be getting quite a large score lead. I believe this is because he's killed a couple of villagers and more units than Hancock though. So let's just have a quick look. So his scouting is actually pretty terrible. Let's look at Camtrue. His is a lot better, so that'll be partly due to the score there. So let's just look at how this is going. So 3 scouts out there, quite a few archers now coming out. Looks like a 3rd, 4th archery range coming up, and he is on the way to Castle Age. Sorry, I didn't notice that just then. But yeah, he is on his way to Castle Age, stopping all production, getting ready for that typical cavalry archer switch, I'm guessing. And a lot of scouts for Camtrue actually getting even forging and I think it's I can't remember the name of the other one. Let's just have a look here. Scale barding armor, that's what it is. The next one's chain. I was just getting mixed up between chain and scale. So scale barding armor coming in, already coming, sorry, for Camtrue, and forging just coming as well. So those scouts will be really tanky now against those archers, especially. They will be really strong. +1 defense and +1 attack on them as well. So, well, the thing that is a bit worrying, even though he has probably twice as much military, actually in fact only, yeah, he's only just gone back above his military, but a lot of scouts coming out. Is he going for yeah, he's got 3 stables down, constantly pumping by the looks of things. But this hasn't really worked as, I mean, well, Blue is already in castle, and this is not looking good. Bodkinara crossbow coming in, already researched, and these guys are going to destroy scouts. I mean, even if scouts can do some damage, but the scouts are pretty well upgraded, but only losing 1 crossbow. But I mean, with all these scouts at the back, it has left some major idle time for them. But knights coming out now, and cavalry archers as expected. So nothing there, and no knights now. But he has created 1 knight. So yeah. But here comes Blue looking to get some raiding done on Hancock. Oh, sorry, on Camtru. And will he actually do anything? No, he will just get cornered down by the scouts. Well microed though here by Blue. He's only lost what 2 cavalry archers for about 6 scouts, and that is a massive difference, especially considering, I mean, Camtru has been investing 80 food each into each of these scouts, and he is only just on the way to Castle Age now. So this is a really nice advantage at the moment for Hancock. If he can get some more raiding done before he gets to Castle as well, this will be a very potent, very potent strategy indeed. It just shows you that, I mean, especially if you're going up against the very standard, sorry, especially, let me repeat my sentence, especially if you're going up against the very standard Hun meta, it's very hard to differ off the main one, especially if they play it right. Then it's a very tough strategy to counter. So Camtru only just up, and rightfully so, getting light cavalry upgrade. He has way enough scouts to pay for that upgrade. Also chain barding armor coming in, so these light cavalry are going to be very potent and gonna probably kill off all these crossbows, but they're definitely not going to go down without a fight. But already those cavalry archers coming in, more of them, starting to stream into this base and into his base. Oh, there is a hole in the wall, and there's always a hole. I always remember that. That is really annoying for him. That must be hard. But yeah, you can tell. Look at the vill difference. 6 villages ahead suddenly now for Hancock here. Starting to switch more, as expected, into wood and gold. More wood being collected up here, and this is just perfect for him because he is not getting raided at all back at his home. He's sending all the raiding to Red right now, who is being slowly picked off by this single crossbow here, who has killed already 2 villagers now, and he's moving on to kill more. And I mean, these cav archers have just killed off all of those light cav. They're really, to be honest, they haven't done too much. They were looking really strong when they were raiding back here, but to be honest, they really didn't do enough damage to count for making them. And I mean, look at the amount of cav archers he already has out. So anyway, so Camtru doing the right thing, sending out some units to go and start raiding. He really needs to do this. I mean, he needs to level this villager difference right now. He is, whoa, he was over 20. Oh, he's 13 villages ahead right now. Hancock is, and this is not looking good for. It's not looking good for Camtru. Really struggling at the moment. And University coming up as well for Hancock, so looking for that ballistics. I think I know what he saw down here. He missed every shot against the that villager running in there. So Mangonel, a little pause here, I believe. Yeah, looks like there's been a pause. So Camdrew, so he isn't doing bad. He tried a different strategy, but it just shows you that, I mean, the meta is the best thing for the Civ. It has been tried and tested by all the pros, and I mean, differentiating from that meta can sometimes mean the end of the game for you, and it's just the way AoE goes. And they had been trying to balance it in HD, which I find nice, but yeah, the original meta, it just shows how strong it is. I mean, even though some things can counter them, I mean, this is the best. This is always going to be the best.